Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at a powered mixer. This one is made by Rockville. It's the Rockville RPM or Rockville Powered Mixer RPM 870. They claim 750 watts per channel at 4 ohms and 500 watts per channel. This is RMS at 8 ohms. And we're going to take a look at that. I just got it in yesterday, so I've just done a quick look through it, and I want to share some of the things I found about it that I think are interesting. So let's get started. So here's the powered mixer. It's an interesting mixer. It's got 6 what they call extra quiet preamps for microphones. It has line level or instrument level inputs. These are all controlled by the gain here on the top row. Then you have a 4-band EQ for each channel. Highs, mid-lows, and lows. And they seem to work pretty well. You've got your effects, send signal, return signal, FX, and then you have your pan, left and right. Down here you can mute a channel, of course, and then of course you have your fader. It also has this thing called solo. It didn't do what I expected it to do, but I believe it just, what it does is of these 6 channels, it solos it out. Just like mute would mute the channel, this would then make it the only channel that's working. Okay, over on this side, what do we have? Well, we've got the channels 7 and 8, which are really either part of this MP3 player section here, or you can, I believe, use unbalanced inputs like a stereo input, like off of a keyboard or something like that, and you could use it on channel 7 and 8. You have a small EQ, just a high and low on this EQ. Now, of course, it's a stereo amp, has stereo outs, or you could use one as a main and one for monitors. I tend to use them both, sort of a powered crossover. I run like the low frequency drivers off of one and high frequency drivers off the other. Then you have your effects processor, and you can plug in with a USB. It can use Bluetooth, whatever you want. In this case, I'll try to use Bluetooth and see if we can't get this working for you here real quickly. What you do is you choose the device, and I'm going to go to Bluetooth here, Bluetooth, and then I'm going to press this. Now it's looking for a Bluetooth device, and oh, it looks like it's already connected. Let me just make sure. Okay, so this is now playing. I'm going to turn the mains up, and I'm going to turn up. Okay, so here's channel 7 and 8. I've just connected it. I have some tower power on. So this is the volume for the Bluetooth. By holding down the right and left button here, you can go higher. See, it went up to 30, or you can go back down. So I think to disconnect this, you really just need to turn off your Bluetooth on your phone, and it will disconnect in a moment or two. So that's this section, and like I said, you can use a flash drive with MP3s on here and control it the same way. What other things can be done? Well, obviously it's just a regular PA head, so I can plug in, for example, a microphone, and I will just grab a mic here so you can hear that it's working. Bring it up a bit, and there you go. You can hear it's working fine. I'm in a very small room, so I have to be careful not to turn this up too loud, otherwise it'll start screaming at me. But you can hear that you can hear the high frequencies were starting to scream there. This is the high mids, this is the low mids, and this is the low frequencies, so you can hear it. So they work pretty well. I have this set going through mostly the high frequency pack. The low frequency pack is not quite as clear, but anyway, and that's how I have it going. So that's the high freq, this is the low frequency, and you can hear it's a little brighter and cleaner. Anyway, and what does a guitar sound like? Well, let me plug that in. Okay, so I just plugged in an acoustic guitar. Now I can add reverb to that if I'd like. Go to the reverb here. Let's just see. Here's a little reverb. It's actually quite bad. Nice sounding reverb. Testing. Let's see if this is going to get it to me here. Test. Yeah, you can hear some reverb on there. The effects has a chorus, delay, reverb, a couple different kinds of reverb. And you can dial in as much or little as you want through the parameter knobs here, or whatever you'd like. Okay, so a couple other things. This is rated at 500 watts at 8 ohms and 750 watts at 4 ohms RMS. I have some doubts about that. I haven't tried to really run this full out, but just in the way it's set up, I'm not sure there's quite that much wattage there. There may be. I haven't put any testers on it, so I'm not going to badmouth it, but compared to what my previous powered mixer was, a Carvin 12 channel that had four outputs of 400 watts each output, 4 times 400 watts RMS, and that sucker was loud. This I'm not sure is going to be as loud. I haven't taken it outside. With the Carvin, I used to run that in big festivals occasionally, and you could hear these line arrays here. I'll point them at it here. This is a set of line arrays I built years ago. I had a pair of these, and I still do actually, and powered through that Carvin, you could hear it half a mile away, like clearly. Not like you were like standing in the front row, but you could hear it clearly. I don't think this would have that kind of power, but it seems to be pretty well made. The faders feel a little flex, a little cheap. They have a kind of a looseness to them. Although the board itself here feels like it's made out of steel. There's a steel part on the side. I think that's an insert. There's plastic here that's part of the frame, it looks like. This feels like plastic. So these go for about $299. For $299, it's a lot of amp for a little price. If you have a small group like I do, I have just a little trio, and my Carvin just recently gave up the ghost, and I really need this for, like, groups of up to maybe 200 or 300 people. With the speakers I have, this will easily carry that group. Will blow them out of the room? Probably not. But that's not really the point. I play mostly acoustic music. So it's not the idea isn't to blow them out of the room. It's to, hopefully they enjoy it. And it seems to have pretty good quality overall. Like I said, these faders feel a little sloppy. Just when I go like this, I can feel it sort of like, there's like a little bit of a movement before it actually catches. You know what I'm saying? So they're not the best faders, but they seem to work fine, and it's new. I did buy a case for it right away because it's been my experience that powered mixers, or any mixing boards for that matter, hate dust. And so I bought a case for this to keep it in, keep all the dust and dirt off of it so that it'll last for a good long time. And I imagine as long as I don't beat it up too hard, it will last for a good long time. One last thing I noticed is that when I turned it on, I can hear the fan. I'm going to turn it off. You can hear. It's quiet now. I'll turn it on. Is the fan loud? No. No, you wouldn't notice it while you're playing, certainly. But it does make some noise. So that's something to think about. But again, $299 or under $300. It's a pretty nice little powered mixer. We'll see how it lasts. I can't tell you how long it'll last. So this is the Rockville RPM870. And for the money, it seems like you get a lot of good product for the money. We'll see over time how long it lasts. Take care.